Hey everyone, Senrai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 14th episode of Sousou no Frieren. Last episode we got to meet like a priest dude. Now he's at least temporarily part of the party, hanging out with us. You know, we didn't really get to see much of how that's going to work out, but I guess maybe we'll see some of that this episode. So let's jump on in and find out. 3, 2, 1, play. The bells toll. He does just seem kind of out of place with his party members. Yeah, it's of course what he cares about. What is she looking at? The clock? Is there something about the clock, or is something is she just is something coming up and she needs to know what time it was? I didn't quite get that. Hopefully it'll make sense later in the episode. Ba 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 ba. We need to have more mimics in the show itself eating free run. It goes by pretty quickly, but I think we see Zion in the opening there. I mean, I saw somebody smoking. Bum, 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 bum. My cat's just laying right over there on my table. Privilege of the young. Who are we talking to? Frieren, that makes sense. And that was the line from the preview. I didn't think it'd be so early in the episode. But what'd you do this time? Like, why did I agree to join these people? Like, don't ask me. Oh, it's Farron's birthday. Okay, I definitely feel like I missed something. That's a really good pouty face, though. Yeah, but you're not, like, her friend. I don't think you're helping. But from Stark's perspective, if you broke what was supposed to be a present for me from someone else, I wouldn't get you a present either. Ain't that the truth? At least it's sitting somewhere where it's very easy to find. Is she gonna not do it? Ooh, is that like a purse? Oh, hey, she's just right there. It's kind of nice, yeah. Not sure that has to do with the pouch. I just ignored him. Yeah, a little bit. Good point. Yeah, and Frieren tried to as well. Oh yeah. Here you go. Definitely an important lesson to impart on a girl. Feel like I'm getting tired of seeing statues in the show of him in particular. Well, this is a little bit awkward, but yeah, because that's always a big concern with getting someone a gift. Like, what if they don't like it? That's why I kind of just don't like the idea of gift giving to begin with. It's good that we made up so early in the episode, though. I thought this would be dragged on longer. And the lighting is pretty good in the show. She's on a rooftop like she's like it's a video game or something. Yeah, I mean they're practically holding hands over there. An episode title. I mean, Frieren is usually the one that looks after her. Yes. Yeah, that would be it. I was about to say. She would know. Just just flicking his food. Are you like 10 years old? Are there any good priests in this show? Yeah, he just keeps getting older and older. Usually. Generally. It's what you do. We really should we really should give her more praise and head pats going forward. I feel like we had this sort of conversation before with another character. Similar ideas. Can you praise me, Frieren? I'm doing my best in life, I swear. I mean, the head pat, it obviously. Man, if I got a head pat from Frieren, I would definitely be able to do my best. I'll put in a good word for you. You don't understand the reward you're getting right now. You don't appreciate it. You don't deserve it. Definitely does not appreciate it. That is technically true. Okay. Only if I get a heavy discount. Yeah, Fern likes those girly things. Maybe she wants one. But yeah, we got that. It's actually pretty nice. Oh, do we have matching jewelry with her? Because that would be nice. It's in here somewhere, I swear. Maybe I swallowed it. Yeah, she is not the adult of this group, if in case you were wondering. Oh, come on, we just found the ring and we're being attacked. What jerk. Ugh. I swear, if we lose a ring because of this, I'm gonna be pissed off. Oh, what? What? A freaking bird? That what that whole thing was? Just a giant bird? Are you kidding me? Like, don't you hate when you're just on a trip and that happens all of a sudden? Longer than he's been alive, of course. The water running. Always will look cool in any context. Wouldn't hurt you to learn something. Yeah, because with carrying that thing, you can't fly it too long. Gotta drop it somewhere. I'll be honest, I'd be panicking a lot more if I was in the situation. So, don't be a baby. You can just just deal with it. Again, he's a different beast entirely. A different breed. Yeah, that should be the evidence for that. As was the exception, not the rule. Reminds me of those people that are like, like about to fly an elevator. If you just jump at the last second, you'll be fine. Oh yeah, we should probably get out of here sooner rather than later. Time for Frieren to be all cool. Oh, off with the head, just immediately. Yeah, that creature picked the wrong carriage. Now comes the fun part. Okay, I think we're fine. I think we triggered the levitation spell in time. I assume that's what that was. Poor horse. Oh, could you imagine this the psychological damage that horse just went through? Is everyone still alive? Keikaku Dori. Yes, I mean we're all still breathing. Yeah, that thing is wrecked. It would have been worse without her help. I'm just rolling a wheel, rolling a wheel. Show off. Got. So did we end up losing the ring? Because I kind of figured we would. A ring is a hard thing to find if you lose it outside, especially. Oh yes, please do. Oh, she gives him a straight answer. Yeah, he understands your pain. Like I don't know what you like, just. Well, that's a good thing. Maybe you'll learn something. A mirrored lotus. I don't think you knew that. I swear I wasn't proposing to you. Just trying to get you some present you like. Yeah, you definitely heard what he said, because if you could hear from that distance, you could hear from that distance. Nothing. Just youth and all that is what he's thinking about. Just a hand squeezing gesture. Really, that was like a cop in a field kind of gesture more than anything, but that's why if I was Frieren, I would have just like stuck my opie in the hand, just confuse her for a second. So this is not the tool I was looking for, it's way too soft. That's what I would have done if I was female. Now that is a sleeping posture right there. So are we about finished? I feel like a party with multiple magic casters and a strong warrior could have fixed that quicker. Trash. But we haven't found the ring yet. We can't leave without the ring. Maybe we should tell them. Maybe she could help. Yeah. Yeah, no hesitation. She's such a good friend. I knew she would say that. I know her well enough. Yeah, the eternal love thing. I doubt Himmel knew. Oh, do we have like a spell or something? Yeah. How convenient. And she likes random weird spells, you know? My cat looks far too comfortable just sleeping there. There's something about floating in the air like that makes you just seem like a really powerful mage. Just inherently. Even though it probably doesn't, take that much skill or mana to do it. It's just like a appearance thing. What? There it is, I think. Or someone setting off fireworks, but it's probably the ring. Yes? What's he doing? Okay, he does. He does look like he's proposing to her. I mean, maybe he is. Maybe he did, and Frieren just didn't get it. You never know on this show. They definitely made a show of it either way. But marrying an elf would always be a difficult thing because you're dying first. Not even close. Man, they turned that one word Japanese sentence into a like 5 word English sentence. That kind of ruins the comedic timing of it a little bit. Why are you wearing that? Because Stark's an idiot. What a good response. But yeah, I mean, Himmel literally put a ring on it. I mean, wouldn't surprise me. Like the whole party she was with were constantly fighting over who gets to marry Frieren. Starting to look bad. Smells like trouble. So apparently things are gonna go down next episode. That's for sure. But okay. That was the 14th episode of Sousou no Frieren. This episode definitely like mostly focused on the on Stark and Farron stuff, right? Because I actually want to go back to the very beginning, like well not very beginning, but after the opening, like what we really first saw, like the fight, because that ended up being pretty important. Yeah, you don't need to be so harsh. You're always so rude to me. You whines like a girl sometimes. Do you really hate me that much? I didn't even notice the pouty face on her, or her face during this scene, because I was just a little bit too taken aback by everything that was going on, because they just like threw this at us right away. It was a lot to take in. Forget it. I'm going back to my master. Like you can't tell me that doesn't sound like a angry wife, just like I'm gonna go back to my mother's. You know, it had that kind of energy to it. Like I'm sorry to be insulting you like this, Stark, but that I call it like I see it. But like, because he's angry and leaves. In spite of that, like Farron, like her pouty face, like you could hear her pouty face basically, like she was giving a bit of a grunt along with it, like immediately after he left. So that was cute and funny. Like I felt a little bit bad for her, but but it was still mostly a cute and funny thing. Just that face. But eventually we get a little bit more context, like there's a birthday, he didn't get her a present, she feels like she's entitled to a present, she's upset she didn't get the present. But it's not as simple as he just doesn't care about her and doesn't want to give her a present. Obviously, it's a bit more complicated than that. Like, what do you get her? Like, what'll she be happy with? He's a dude. He doesn't. He's not really his area of expertise. Like, if you want a present, like go with him, help guide him, right? Like he's not a mind reader. Luckily, we did have Zion as kind of like the adult of the situation to kind of help out a little bit and impart a bit of his wisdom to help things out. So that was good. You know, who knows how things would have went without his help. So because eventually they made up and went shopping together, not too without too much time being wasted. But got a little bit of flashback stuff with Hater getting the head pat, the praise, and all that, which just lucky SOB is all I could think about during that scene. Because not only did she give him the head pat, she had one of my favorite Frieren expressions as she's doing it, like just lucky man. And then we have Zine getting the same treatment, doesn't appreciate it at all. Like what's that one phrase? Pearls wasted on swine, something like that. Like it just reminds me of that, man. Frieren, an incredibly beautiful, lovable, possibly autistic elf girl giving you a head pat, and you just don't appreciate it. It's just the worst. But we did reveal that she has a ring, right? Similar design. But right as we found it, frickin' bird tries to ruin everything. But we took care of the bird, just decapitated it. Got the mostly safe landing. The most of the damage happened to the cart, but nobody was too injured. The horse traumatized for life, but otherwise we're all good. Had to spend a couple days fixing it up, but I do kind of appreciate the running gag, if you can call it that. That Frieren kind of like uses Aizen as a baseline for what humans should be able to do, but people have to kind of remind her like, no, he's the exception, not the rule. Most people can't just tank a 30-foot drop like it's no big deal and walk out of the crater. Okay, it's not a normal person thing. So it's important to kind of remind her of that. I feel like I saw that with some of the character in some of the show where like they kept assuming everyone could do a certain thing because of something else. Oh, maybe it was Kobayashi Maid Dragon. Because yeah, that might be it. Because Toru and Kana would watch TV, see these like fictional characters doing these impressive physical things, and Kobayashi's like, no, normal people can't do that. Like that's not a thing, and she gets disillusioned. It reminds me a little bit of that, I think. But we got it all fixed up in the end. We got a little bit of a reveal about the meaning of it. The what they call the upside down lotus. Is that what they said? Whatever it was. Basically, the idea that in flower language is eternal love, and a lot of like retroactively understanding that after the fact, right? Because it is kind of a funny thing. Because it's just such a arbitrary thing. Because like you could give someone something, and then just somebody else like, oh, did you know like in this other culture, whatever, this means this, and then tries to like apply that meaning to that situation, even though it's such an artificial sort of thing to do, right? Like, because you could add meaning to anything in that similar kind of way, but so it just like I personally have trouble taking that sort of thing seriously, but but they do, I guess, to an extent, but it's like people that take constellations, astronomy, astrology, whatever the word is I'm looking for. One of those words. But but it's always just been gobbledygook nonsense to me. But some people do take it seriously, right? And it's kind of hard to, you know, when they talk to you about it, like how do you respond without insulting them? It's always a difficult thing. But the scene where Stark's kind of being like, I didn't know, like I wasn't trying to, imply anything with giving it to you. I just thought you'd like it. She's like, I know you're an idiot. Like I didn't take it that way, right? But now it's like up in the air. People are thinking about it, and we have the ring that we eventually found. 'Cause that's like the next thing I wanted to talk about. Because she didn't let some help to get it. Farron tried to help out, but the one that like really helped out was our merchant friend. Because like hey, rather than just getting on my knees and searching through grass, how about I just use a like an actual spell to find it? So pretty helpful. And then we got what was a pretty. I didn't. Like I said, I didn't really talk about it too much during it because I mean it was pretty unexpected to get. But we actually got to see Himmel get the ring, right? Because so was Frieren the one that picked it out? Because he talks about the accessory and all that. I definitely want to watch this scene like more carefully to make sure I completely understood it. So I do kind of want to just go through it again on my end. I would have preferred something from a magic shop that's very much in her character. She grabs one and says, "This one will do." So she chose it. That was quick. Put more thought into it. Then Himmel looks at it and has a reaction. So I am assuming the implication here is that he knows the flower language eternal love meaning to it, right? Because Freeman made a comment earlier that he didn't know, but I think he did know. He just didn't say anything, which seems to be the actual case here. So, which is probably why he gave it to her the way he did to like be in line with that. But he definitely was a very conscious decision not to tell her about it. And we just kind of have them walk in together. He looks at the ring, and then she holds out her hand, like, okay, I mean, you can give it to me now. I don't know why they waited so long for him to hand it over. Like, it wasn't the initial idea to give it to her. So I'm a little bit confused about why they waited, but not a big deal, I don't think. But, we get a smile from him. We get the very dramatic. Because when we saw the cape was swirling, my first thought actually was, like, is he about to get down on his knee and propose? But, like, I didn't really think he was going to do it. It was just one of those passing thoughts that I have. I have a lot of those. Uh, that I wasn't gonna like really get into it, but then when we actually saw it, no, he got on his knees, put the ring on her finger, like he was doing a marriage proposal, like those the whole 9 yards, and it was very much taken very dramatically. We had the wind blowing and all that, the music playing, even the bell ringing to add just a little bit more of the theme to it. But I don't think he really said anything to her during that scene. I think he just kind of like did it. So, like, I'm not really sure how much meaning I should try to take away from that. Like, was he in love with Frieren? I certainly couldn't blame him, right? And maybe he just wanted to have the feeling of proposing to her, knowing that she would never actually like become his wife. But why not just have a little bit of that feeling, right? If that makes sense. So I don't know. Like, I'm having a little bit of trouble fully understanding where he was coming from there, but not like it matters too much. I mean, he's gone, right? So, but because Freeman like's never been good at reading people, understanding their intentions and all that. So like, he could have been in love with her, and she just never really picked up on that. That could have been a thing, but but it was a nice scene either way. But Yeah, I don't think I have much else to say about the episode. Just we had a little funny little scene to end us off with, basically calling Stark an idiot one more time. but, but yeah, it does kind of seem that the show is trying to ship Frieren and Stark together. Like, it's not something I really want to happen for various reasons, but I mean, I can accept it if the show wants to do that. Like, I've been kind of like mentally preparing that for the past few episodes, right? Because they definitely have been building up the relationship for sure. And then in the beginning of the episode, talking about presents and the birthday and her being upset about not getting one, like, it does kind of seem like it's going in that direction, which is not where I would prefer things to go. But again, I can accept it if they want to do that, especially if they do build it up gradually. I'll deal with it without complaining. But it just makes Frieren feel more like a third wheel if they do that, right? Especially because she met Frieren first, right? Like, I'm not gonna call it NTR or anything, but just this dude just kind of swoops in, ruins my combo, takes one of the girls. Just not something that I can personally be too happy about. But I know it's not something most people would complain about. But yeah, just another day adventuring with the gang. Giant bird, having to kill it to fix up our wagon before we can get back to the road. Good stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.